New tonight at 6, we have an update now on a whole lot of stuff, and taxpayers, of course, paid for it. It is equipment for the Tesla factory in South Buffalo.
Now, last year, we told you that $50 million worth of taxpayer-financed equipment was sitting unused in a warehouse. So, where is it today? Investigative reporter Steve Brown has the story in a Two on Your Side original report.
Let's start with a quick review. It says Tesla on the outside, but the massive South Buffalo plant, you paid for it. Almost $1 billion taxpayer dollars was spent on the factory, nearly $300 million of that on manufacturing equipment for the plant. But not all of the taxpayer-financed equipment stayed in the factory. Nope, lots of it got moved here. This is the Wheatfield Business Park. We previously reported that sometime before March of last year, 30 to 60,000 square feet in the warehouse complex was needed to store some $50 million in unused Tesla equipment. Why didn't Tesla need the equipment? Here's what we can tell you. Groundbreaking for what was then known as the Riverbend Project was in September of 2014. Governor Cuomo said the new Buffalo was going to be home to the largest solar manufacturing plant in the Western Hemisphere. And long before the factory was topped off, tens of millions of dollars in equipment had already been purchased. We know that because we have receipts from state government for the Tesla equipment purchases. From them, we learned for a while, Tesla equipment was stored here, a warehouse complex on the far west end of Kenmore Avenue. We know this because a delivery location is noted on a June 2016 invoice. Just 4 months later, a big announcement by Elon Musk.
The houses you see around you are all solar houses. I don't know if you know that. Did you notice?
Musk unveiled his new solar roofing tile product. That is what Musk wanted to make in the Buffalo factory. By this time, state government had already purchased about $100 million in equipment. The switch to roofing tiles required additional purchases. In the invoices, we found references to equipment bought for reconfiguration for Tesla's solar roofing tile manufacturing. And last year, Tesla's state government landlord, Empire State Development, told us that the $50 million of equipment was mothballed to make room for the roofing tile production line.
They probably shouldn't have ordered all that equipment unless they had a commitment out of Tesla that that's what they needed.
State Senator Sean Ryan has been places we have not, like inside the Tesla factory on a tour when the crated up unused equipment was still inside the plant. He says beating up on the Tesla plant or the deal that built it is pointless now, but he sounded disappointed.
It has not lived up to our hopes or our dreams. It's dead in neutral still. It hasn't done anything.
And taxpayers may cringe about what he thinks is going to happen to that $50 million of unused equipment.
My prediction, it will meet the recycling bin sooner or later, because every year that goes by, that equipment just becomes out of date and obsolete.
Now, the big question here is whether or not that $50 million worth of stuff is still sitting in that warehouse. And the short answer tonight is yes. Here's a part of what Empire State Development sent over in a statement this afternoon to Two on Your Side. We are seeking alternative uses for the equipment, including making it available to other high-tech businesses that are considering a move or expansion in New York or selling to interested bidders. This is essentially what they told us a year ago their plans were for this particular material, trying to, if you will, unload it, recoup some of that loss. And while taxpayers may not like the sound of that, considering $50 million of their dollars is being invested in this equipment, we do have a couple of notes that they might like a little bit better. First of all, the storage of that equipment up in Wheatfield, that's on Tesla. They're paying that bill. And should Tesla decide down the road that it wants to switch what it is producing over the Buffalo plant once more, then Tesla would be on the hook for purchasing that equipment. We did reach out to Tesla also for comment on this story. We got no response. Reporting live in Buffalo, Steve Brown, Channel 2 News.